Criminal activities do not always involve residents of a particular city or country. Many criminals target those who are staying in the country as tourists and visitors or even illegal immigrants. These victims of crimes are often valuable witnesses and can offer insight into convicting the criminal. However, they are sometimes reluctant to provide this information since they are scared of being deported. To eliminate this fear, which stands as a barrier to catching many criminals, the U.S. Congress passed the Victims of Trafficking and Violence Protection Act together with the Battered Immigrant Women's Protection Act in 2000. Let's discuss what U-Visa is and everything you should know about it before applying. Before we begin, please like and subscribe. What is the U-Visa? U-Visa is a U.S. non-immigrant for victims of criminal activity who have suffered mental and physical abuse. It is designed for two reasons: to protect victims of crimes who are not U.S. citizens, to gather information regarding crimes. The U-Visa protects victims by giving them legal status in the U.S. where U.S. law enforcement can stand with them against the crimes committed. In addition, the victim who gets the U-Visa status gives valuable information to police and other law enforcement regarding the crime. This information can then be used to track the criminal and make a conviction. Do I qualify for the U-Visa? To qualify for the U-Visa, the crime must have happened within U.S. territory. Also, the victim of the crime must fulfill several criteria, such as be the victim of one of the crimes listed below, have suffered physical or mental abuse from the crime, be willing to cooperate with the U.S. government regarding that crime, have information regarding the crime which they share with law enforcement. If the victim is under 16 years old, they may have a family member or guardian share the information for them. The victim is admissible as a non-immigrant in the U.S. In case the victim is inadmissible, they must file Form I-192, application for advance permission to enter as a non-immigrant. If this form is approved, the inadmissibility will be waived. What crimes qualify you for non-immigrant status? To better define what you can get the U-Visa for, the U.S. government has listed the types of crimes for which victims can seek U-Visa status. The crimes qualify for the non-immigrant status are abduction, abusive sexual contact, blackmail, domestic violence, extortion, false imprisonment, female genital mutilation, felonious assault, fraud in foreign labor contracting. What are the benefits of the U-Visa? Those victims who are granted U-Visa status have the right to remain in the U.S. for the period that their visa is valid. They become legal non-immigrants and have the following rights: open a bank account, get a driver's license, enroll in an academic or vocational study, work as legal employees, working as a U-Visa holder. The last part, which includes the right to work, is automatic for U-Visa holders. Immediately after the victim is granted U status, they obtain the Employment Authorization Document, EAD, and do not need to file Form I-765, application for employment authorization, to get it. With the EAD, U-Visa holders can work in any legal industry and in any capacity, both full and part-time. Additionally, they do not need to find a job immediately, but the EAD only gives them the right to work whenever they want or feel able to. Cooperate with law enforcement to get the status of a victim. You should request law enforcement certification and assist them in the detection, investigation, and/or prosecution of the qualifying crime, a victim of which you are. Law enforcement will then make a decision whether you should sign Form I-918 and/or Supplement B. If applying from outside the U.S. If you are outside the U.S., you must take these steps. File all the required documents to the Vermont Service Center. Schedule an interview at your nearest U.S. Embassy and obtain a visa appointment letter. Conduct the interview with a U.S. Embassy official. Whether you are applying from within or outside the U.S., you must get your petition approved from USCIS to qualify for the U-Visa. When USCIS approves your petition, you will get a Form I-797, Notice of Action, which you must attach to your documents. In addition, you will be required to send in biometric information to USCIS or the Vermont Service Center. Besides photographs, this also includes fingerprints. How much does it cost to apply for a U-Visa? Since this applies to victims of crimes and violence, the application procedure is free of charge. There are no fees to apply for, but there are fees for filing some of the forms. However, to avoid these fees, you can file for a waiver by sending in a written request or Form I-912, Request for Fee Waiver. That's a wrap for today's video. What are your thoughts on our list? Let us know in the comments section below. And make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future videos.